Hey friends, welcome to day 31 of QuaranTunes. I am your host, Brad, of course, as you all know, unless this is your first time watching, in case you didn't know that. Whatever. Welcome to the special Jonsa episode of QuaranTunes, and if this is your first time, where the hell have y'all been? I've been doing this for 31 fucking days. Come on, show a brother some love. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, today we've got fun stuff for you. We have my discussion of, my journey with Game of Thrones and Jonsa, and then we have special Jonsa themed QuaranTune today. Hozier's work song, which I'm sure you all love. Because, actually I know that shit for a fact, because literally you can't fucking throw a rock on Tumblr without finding a fic or a GIF set or an edit using the lyrics from Work Song in some form or fashion. Alright, calling y'all out. I know it. I know it for a goddamn fact. I fucking know it. There's no way. We'll talk about that later. Let's just take a drink of QuaranTune's favorite sponsor, water, ice today, because we're of the north. So get your pinkies out and drink up, bitches. Yeah, Game of Thrones, god damn. Remember when that shit used to be good? I do. I miss it. I do, man. Man. I came into Game of Thrones somewhere in the middle of season 4, got caught up, and I was immediately just hooked. And I got my wife hooked. And everybody loved that shit back then. It was so good back then, wasn't it? God! But then, season 5, and it's like, okay. But by season 6, you're like, okay, this is great. And season 6, episode 4, Book of the Stranger. Oh my god, is Jon leaving? No, but Sansa's coming, and they're gonna miss each other, and no. But no. She arrives, and then they hug, and then your heart just melts. Because, finally, fucking reunion. We needed a fucking reunion in this shithole. God. Man, the hug that launched 1,000 fanfics, really. Really was. And I was not one of them, because I will tell you the truth. I didn't see it. I wasn't even thinking of romantic entanglements at that point. I was more concerned with the bigger picture, I think. That stuff just didn't register with me. I'm not really one that just easily ships things either. Like, I need time and investment, honestly. I can't just things just don't happen. It has to hit me right in the fucking chest, If it doesn't make my heart squeeze with, angst and ache, and I can't. It doesn't matter to me. So that's why Jonsa was great, because of that pining, that angst, or whatever we projected on it, I guess. But the dynamic is still there, right? The only other thing that ever really hit me with that was my first real ship, Jim and Pam, The Office. I was an OG Office watcher when it was first airing. I was somewhere in the middle of season 2, I got hooked, and then it's like, god damn it. Yeah, every week I was just tearing my hair out. I had a lot more hair back then. I had long hair, if you can believe it. It looked awful. It did. Because it was like nasty, weird, curly. Basically, imagine... here's a good example for you. Fourth Harry Potter movie, Goblet of Fire. Imagine all the boys in that look, their hair grown out long, right? That was basically my hair, except you can see, I got little curls coming here. You can imagine like a very feathery kind of Farrah Fawcett sort of look that was like not good. So think Harry Potter Goblet of Fire boys meets Farrah Fawcett, and that was my hair when I was in high school. Not great, Bob. Not great. But anyway, that was my first ship, and I was like, yes, I loved it. And that was my first real foray into fan fiction as well. I read all those fics, loved them. Still do, in fact, love them. I think about a lot of them from back then. I should relook those up. Those were great. Y'all need any jam? That's what we call them, Jim Pam. Jam fics. Hit me up because I got Rex. All right, I got Rex. I still remember titles and shit, and I haven't read any of them in years, decade probably at least. So, but hit me up. Anyway, though, yeah, that was a ship that really caught my attention, and John and Sansa would get that. But first, of course, we have the awfulness of season 7, and I was expecting John and Dany to get together. I mean, we all were, right? If you weren't like really into something else, you're just like, it just makes sense in a very surface level way, doesn't it? You know, she's single and hot, he's single and hot. Of course, they're gonna bump uglies, right? And it turns out they did, and I think we were all preparing for it, and then it happened. The infamous boat bang happened, and we're all like, really? Is that it? I think it just left a big bad taste in everyone's mouth, except if you were just totally blinded by Daenerys. And you were like, this is the greatest thing ever. But those people, you know, they can ship whatever they want. I won't get into any bad, you know, bad mouthing. But anyway, so I guess by that point I was at least like, you know, I was like, is that it? So I went to the fan fiction to try to soothe my, I don't really know. I don't really know. Soothe what? I don't know. But somehow I stumbled upon John and Sansa fics, and I was like, I had not really contemplated that. I mean, yeah, I noticed some weird things in there. You know, that forehead kiss, the candlelit tent battle scene, how romantic. And I was like, well, that shit is weird. But, you know, I was like, it's fine, whatever. But then suddenly, you know, you read more, and it's like, wow, this is interesting. I like this dynamic a lot more than I like John and Dany, that's for sure. And I just became hooked on those John and Sansa fics. And this is, you know, summer of 2017. And the tag was so little back then. Man, it was probably less than 3,000 fics back then. Or maybe it was right around 3. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was strong, and there was some great stuff getting pumped out. Vivi was going strong. Amy was going strong. Janina was going strong. So many great writers in our fandom were just really going crazy. Really inspired me, you know? And before I knew it, I mean, I was writing my first story, and I posted it in November of 2017, and, you know, never looked back here. You know, I've been writing ever since, right? Unless the muse dries up, as it has a little bit recently, after finishing my big whip last month. It's like, okay, never mind. We'll just take the spring off, I guess. Oh, well, we'll get back to it. It'll come around. It's bound to. I know it will. And I got some good ideas up here that need to come out onto the paper. So watch out for me, people. Yeah. But anyway, I mean, yeah. So suddenly I was into Jonsa. And it's just, you know, it's a great dynamic. I dig the dynamic a lot in canon. Of course, I like the modern stuff better, probably. That's my jam. That's what I write. That's all I've written. I've never written a canon set story, you know, in that kind of world. Which is odd, I feel. But, I don't know. One of these days. I got ideas. Again, I got ideas. But yeah. Jon and Sansa reunion. Good times, man. And then it all just went downhill after that, didn't it? Season 6 ended, and it was just a fucking train wreck, wasn't it? After all that. Oh, God. Man, how depressing. How depressing. Now I'm depressed. And you know, the funniest thing, I fucking had this thought the other day, like, it was late at night. I should have been writing. Yeah, right. I I had this thought like, should I rewatch Game of Thrones? And of course, I was very quickly like, no, 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 no. God, no, that would be terrible. But the thought remains in my head, should I rewatch it? I mean, I used to love that shit. I miss loving it. I miss that feeling of this is going to be great, this is good shit. And suddenly, it's like everything just went soured in all of our mouths. Our love of the show turned to ashes in our mouths, right? Just like fucking Tyrion. What a bummer. What a fucking bummer, man. But maybe one day I'll rewatch it when I get really bored. Depending on how long this fucking pandemic shit lasts, we'll see how bored I get. And if I decide to start rewatching Game of Thrones, y'all will be the first to know, I'm sure. I will admit shamefully that I started the rewatch. So look out for that in a future episode, I'm sure. But yeah, I love those Jonsas. And I love the Jonsa fam. Very supportive. I was like, I know there's a few other Jonsa dudes out there. Ups to my man Howie. What's up, dude? Israfel. 00. Howie kicking it. The only other Jonsa dude I knew of for a long time. There's some others out there. But yeah, I thought it was really weird. It would be really weird to be a Jonsa dude, but it's been awesome. Y'all have been awesome. Very welcoming. Treat me like family, and that's what we are here. We're a family, right? Just loving some two, idiots. Good times. Good times. Anyway, should probably get to the song. We're gonna run along here, aren't we? Madeline will be so pissed if we keep running, if I keep talking and stalling. But my invisible sidekick, Madeline, of course, as you all know. Whoa. So, yeah. We got this ukulele, and we're going to play Hozier's work song today, which, as you all know, and I know you all know, because it's on literally, again, every fucking Jonsa, everything. It is the Jonsa theme song as far as I'm concerned. Now, that's probably not true. There's probably other songs that are just as revered in Jonsa lore, but seemingly, I mean, it kind of is a very Jonsa kind of song, I can see the post-resurrection John vibes in the lyrics, I can dig it. Yeah. So, we should probably play this. I apologize if I fuck it up. Obviously, I'm not an Irish warlock again, just like when I played Shrike. Man, is this the first repeat artist we've had on QuaranTunes? I think it is. Who knew it would be good old Andy H, huh? Not me. But yeah, I've been practicing this one a little bit. Hopefully I don't fuck it up too much. It's not that hard of a song. Very simple. Very, only 4 chords, but one of them I really don't like. So again, apologies if I fuck it up. I'm really gonna try not to. But yeah, anyway. Cheers, I guess. Alright. Here we go. I don't know what I'm doing. Boys working on empty. Is that the kind of way to make the burning heat? I just think about my baby. I'm so full of love I can barely eat. There's nothing sweeter than my baby. I never want ones from the cherry tree. 'Cause my baby's sweet as can be. And give me toothaches just from kissing me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl on to her. Boys, when my baby found me, I was 3 days on a drunken sin. I walk with the walls around me, nothing in a room but an empty crib. And I was burning up a fever, didn't care much how long I lived. And I swear I thought I dreamed her, never asked me once about the wrong I did. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down, I'll crawl on to her. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. Fucking chord. No grave can hold my body down, I'll crawl on to her. Boy, no, my baby would never fret none about what my hands and my body done. If the Lord don't forgive me, I'd still have my baby and my baby would have me. And I was kissing on my baby, and she put her love down soft and sweet. In the lonely light I was free, heaven and hell were words to me. Oh, nope, nope, nope. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. This fucking chord. No grave can hold my body down, I'll crawl on to her. When my time comes around, whoa, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down, I'll crawl on to her. Hozier, work song. Sorry about that fuck up. Did I tell you I didn't like that chord? Fucking G minor. Fuck that chord. Am I right? Fuck that chord. Fuck that chord. Pissed me off. God damn it. God damn, I'm so pissed that I didn't do that as well as I had when I practiced. But you know what? Once again, we had fun. We had some laughs. We laughed, we cried. I can't do this again. I did a couple other takes of this, and I fucked it up a little bit. So this is like the third take. You know what? I don't even give a shit. Look at me. I'm done. I am done with it. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if this was your first time watching us, please don't judge my performances on this song as my other performance. I'm very good in other songs. I promise you. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today for the Jonsa Spectacular. I will see you tomorrow with something else, something new, something fun, something awesome. Until then, stay gold, keep the fire, and love you guys.